Hey, welcome to a new Project Camp update. So we bought a piece of land and are prototyping a more sustainable way of living. Let's see how that's gonna go. And in the last update you saw the containers we built arriving in Portugal. And in today's update we're actually gonna clean the land so the containers can come. So here we have the base camp installed on this grass patch. And I want to clear up the bushes that are around here. To put the containers so they can really put them in front of the trees right there. So basically clean up this area right here. But let me put on a time lapse and get started. I mean, I have to admit, after a while of wrestling with these bushes, I really just started to develop some hate towards these thorns. I mean, at this point I got thorns in my hands, socks and even my butt. It got personal. So sometimes when you're taking this down, you see a few very thick strings that are the root of many others. So if you kill them, the whole bush is gonna die. Yeah, feels so good to kill nature. And after continuing for a while, the thorns and bushes were flattened down. But not really flat. I needed something really heavy to flatten it. So there was really only one thing I could think of to do next. And after everything was really flat, it was time to take it out. Take out all the thorns. I've never seen so many thorns in my life. But also taking out the bushes and roots that come with it. And it's kind of boring to do, and the only real motivation I had was that while we're cleaning, we're making these big pile of thorns. And next we're gonna put those massive piles on fire, and watch them burn. So once we took everything out, yeah. And this stuff burns surprisingly well and fast, even when we just took it out and it's still fresh and wet. And this is actually one of the reasons it's important to keep land like this clean from these bushes. Especially in the summer, it can get really dry and these easily catch fire. So generally, everyone here is very happy when you remove thorns. So this smoke is a little celebration. Although I'm not sure if the neighbors would agree with that. So now the whole area is clean, but we still need to make some floor spaces for the container. And while working on this, I broke the tool. The wooden part broke from the metal part. But we don't really have many tools around to repair things with. But luckily, simple tools require simple fixes. So I could manage to fix this thing using a rock as a hammer and continue to work. So we cut it, the spaces for the container, but they're not very flat yet. So I'm gonna level them to make sure all the soil is straight and the container is water balanced? How do you say that in English? Time to do some digging. So the leveling itself is pretty straightforward, just moving a lot of soil from one place to another. As you can see here in this corner, there's quite a height difference. There's like 34 centimeters difference in leveling height. And after the rough leveling work is done, I did it a bit more refined. And now the main leveling work is done. But the soil itself is still very loose. You kind of want to press it a bit. But just me and my boots didn't really do the job. I needed something more heavy. So the area is now pretty leveled, the van is flat. However, the van isn't really the exact same thing as a container. It's like 3000 kilo versus 6000 kilogram. So it might still move a bit when we actually put it down onto the soil. So I want to find some pieces of wood or stone that while we put it here with a crane, we can actually make sure to balance it really precise and accurately. So yeah, we need to go to the warehouse. And the warehouse is basically situated right in the middle of the land. And it's kind of like a shop or a material bank. They just have so many valuable things. So yeah, here, let me show you. You look at this warehouse. It has wooden beams, it has roof tiles. It has wooden beams and roof tiles. In that corner they also have some wooden beams and some roof tiles. You can really find anything basically in this warehouse, and it's all free. So this shed actually burned down during the fire and the roof collapsed. Here you can still see traces of that. But within this burnt wood you can still find good wood as well. So the land is now ready. The workspace container can come right here, there where I am waving. And the kitchen container is coming right there where the van is now parked. So now we just have to wait. Alright, so that was it. The land is now all cleared. Ready for the containers to arrive, but as you might have seen in the previous update, we just have to wait for the municipality to clean the road that the containers can actually come. If you want to see that update and all the other updates, have a look here. If you want to see how it's going to go next, make sure to subscribe so we release a new update video when it's time. And if you want to make sure we can pay the guy with the crane to come here to drop off the container, make sure to visit support.projectcamp.com to see how you can help out. Thanks for watching, see you in the next update!